Hey, good morning, everyone. It is August 25th of 2025, and I just got done doing my homework here, and I thought we would talk about something a little bit different. Let's talk about what a short squeeze is. Now, if you know how to use Google and your Google foo is good, type in short squeeze, and this is what you're going to get. Short squeeze is a term to describe a phenomenon in financial markets where a sharp rise in the price of an asset forces traders who previously sold short to close their positions. Translation: we are going to force you to cover your position because we don't care about the stock, we just care about making money. That's my interpretation. And I oversimplify a lot of things, as a lot of you know. So how can we identify these short squeeze stocks? Well, let's take a look at FinViz. If you go into FinViz and you can look past all the ads, they have this wonderful screener. And in this screener, you can choose the country. As many of you know, I only use or trade USA based stocks. And then for the short float, I'm going to change this to over 20%. And then I want liquidity in the trade, so I'm going to put this over 1 million. Once you do that, you can see that you get this list of stocks that fit the criteria that you just put in here. These filters are wonderful, and this, like I said, is a free tool from FinViz. Um, let's just look at AAOI. If we open this up in a new tab, we can see that AAOI has a short float of 20.63%. So basically, you have 57.32 million shares out there saying this thing is going to go down. Well, let's look at AAOI based upon how we do things. So let's put AAOI into the big picture here, and we can see that right here, 3 years ago, this is where it really started to move from $5 back up through here, and this year we are just kind of resting. So in my opinion, AAOI, although tradable, really isn't the best one for us because it really hasn't done anything for the year. So let's focus on something that's in the news right now that's been trading a lot of shares. And one of the best ways to do that is to sort by volume, because my mentor always told me, show me where the volume is and I'll show you where the action is. And you can see right here, Open Door Technologies came up immediately. Let's look at Open Door Technologies. A lot of you have brought up Open, and this is why. Because when you look at Open, look, we have a 23.40% short float, or roughly 642 million. But when I look at Open, I see this gradual decline in price, and then somewhere, somehow, someone decided that if they got all these participants right here who were short to cover, they could get the stock to do this and react. And that is exactly what they did. Now, in order to speed things up, I'm going to put in Open right here, and you can see these levels that I've already marked. Look at how they have forced people to cover to certain targets right here. Look at that over the last 2 years. And I know a lot of you say, well, I don't use a 2 year chart. Well, I would encourage you to start seeing a bigger picture, because it really does show you where potential targets are on a day. But you also can see that here on the year and the quarter. So for instance, on the quarter here, this was a pivot machine gun all the way back up to 541. And where are we right now? Right around that 520 area, 513. When I did my first take, this was at 525. And since then, it's pulled back a little bit. But just know that there's plenty of room for this thing to run and hit target right here. rest for a while, and then take out the rest of these players right here. Look at the month. Beautiful pivot machine gun, right? Bam, killed all these players all the way up to here. Now we're just kind of resting, and you can see that reaction right here in the week. And now we're forcing more players to cover. So if we get up to here, don't be shocked, okay? So when you identify something like this, you can ride this wave for quite a while. And one of the ones that we looked at a couple years ago when this idea first came to me was Carvana, when it started to shoot 212 right back up. And I remember some of the members in the Discord server, we were joking about this and said, man, we should just throw $100 into this thing and let it ride. And look at this thing, all the way back from here. I mean, if you traded it off of the quarter, it was 21.56. If you traded it off the year, once it took out this previous low right here, you could have gotten in. Whatever you decide to do, that's up to you. We call this a condo play. If you want to learn more about the condo play, join the Discord server. But these are a lot of fun when you are able to throw a small amount of money into these positions and just watch it grow. Um, that's about it. That's all I do to identify a possible short squeeze. I'm not going to go over all these, but if you take the time and you look at the top 20 right here, I think you will be pleasantly surprised at how it has set up as far as the strat goes, if you trade the strat, or if you just believe in being a value investor. Either which way, just know that short squeezes are real and they don't need to care about the company. All they need to do is to make money. And this is how they do it. They force people to participate, whether they like it or not, if they are short. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please comment below. If you haven't liked the channel, please like the channel and subscribe. If you're going about this alone and you feel lost or confused, please come and join the Discord server. It's free. It is absolutely free. So until we meet again, take care and God bless.